It seems like the Entertainment Software Association wants us to believe that kids are going that route. I think it's a big crock of shit. I'm just be honest. I think it is. What's going on? It's your boy Nick Moses 05 Mo fam. We are in here for a very exciting episode. Okay. And I think this is like a very deep and important topic for everyone, especially those with kids. As you can see, if you've seen the title, the thumbnail, yes, it apparently seems, and this is for the US. I don't want to speak for the UK, other places. It's only for the US. But it seems that only 22% of kids actually want physical games versus the remaining that want either virtual currency or game subscription services. That's nasty work. And this is not just me saying it. This is actually coming from two different articles I am reading. One is gamesindustry.biz that actually covered this from an article that's created by the ESA. And for those who do not know, that is the Entertainment Software Association. So I am going to say, first and foremost, before I dive into this, I call bullshit. Okay? I just call bullshit. This is bullshit. It's not real. It's not really happening. I think the Entertainment Software Association is trying to get people to believe this is happening, to influence kids to make these virtual currency and game subscription purchases more often. Okay. Now, this is just my own opinion. I can say the ESA actually has surveys that they've done, right? I have not done any surveys, but one thing I can base it off of is my own family, my own experience. And there are so many things out there. I just find it hard to believe that when it comes to games, they just go, I'll take the game subscription service and the virtual currency. That'll take me a long way. Okay. So first, before I go on a tangent, let's go into the article from gamesindustry.biz. All right. I want to first read a part of this article, and then we'll start going more into the data first. And then that way we can unpack everything. I don't want things to be, in any unfair light, right? So a report by the Entertainment Software Association has found that 72% of children in the US want games-related products for Christmas, but only 22% have asked for physical games. Now, this is a 500 plus children survey between the ages of 10 to 17. Most are planning to ask for video game related gifts for holidays. Now, subscriptions was the top, cream of the crop, creme de la creme at 39%. Then it was followed closely by consoles at 38%. And then game accessories at 32%, in-game currency at 29%. But the most amazing part of all these percentages is that only 22% wanted actual physical games for Christmas. It seems like the Entertainment Software Association wants us to believe that kids are going that route. I think it's a big crock of shit. I'm just be honest. I think it is. Now, the reason you probably have 22% of kids actually picking physical games is because we know how relevant digital gaming is today. Me being a guy, I ain't gonna get my age now, all right? But I have a lot of physical media. I come from the physical media era. There was no digital media at one point, and now I've even switched over to digital. So I can imagine kids getting older and, the more they don't have to worry about, it leaves them room to worry about something else. In digital, they see it as that way. They have a license. They can come there and download, get all their games. It's less for them to worry about. So then they can worry about other things. Whereas people like, you and I might think, hey, one day the server's going to go down. We're not going to have the game. We need to make sure we have this, the longevity of the game. That's where emulators and other things get involved. But I just think 22% for physical games is they overdoing it as if it's a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal, and I don't think it has to do, oh, virtual currency and game subscription services are taking over. Now, okay, let's unpack some more of those numbers. Subscriptions at 39%. That's an obvious. We all have seen where things have gone. Okay, subscription services were pretty much, you know, very minimal at one point. And now everyone that you speak with has a subscription service. I mean, whether it's Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hulu, YouTube TV, YouTube Premium, TubeBuddies, Adobe, Microsoft Office 365. I can go on and on with subscription models. When you got to say that a lot of times, man, it's hard. Subscription models. It's just the way the world is kind of going right now. I don't really see that as being like kids just really, oh, mom, I want Game Pass over a game. I don't think that's the case. I think the kid is seeing it as, if I get Xbox Game Pass, I now have the opportunity to play a lot of games versus spending $70. And a lot of times, that's the price when you got the newer consoles for a game, knowing that you're wanting to play other games, and those other games are out there, but you don't have Game Pass, or you can't play online because you don't have Go. Like, these are things you have to worry about. So I think that's why subscriptions sits at number one. Okay? Point blank. I don't think it's nothing else. Consoles followed by shortly after. I was surprised that consoles was actually after subscriptions. That was me. I would think consoles would be first. I would think the first thing people would want is consoles. But being that this year around Christmas time, I don't see any huge major drops for systems. Now, if the PlayStation 5 was releasing for the first time, or the Xbox Series X was releasing for the first time, we might see that number change. But I just think right now, maybe that number is accurate with where the current market is at. And then you got game accessories, which we all know how game accessories are. Most these manufacturers don't even sell things unless they got a goal for you to buy more. So there's accessories. That's going to come. I think everyone wants an accessory, whether it's to play with more people, to feel more immersed, to get better sound. No matter what it is, accessory is up there. Now, I'm going to go on this article here because the ESA also surveyed more than 500 adults for this study, which found that 1 in 3 plan to buy video games for themselves or others, with 57% of parents considering buying video game related presents for their children. Now, this number here, all right, let's just unpack it. Okay, ESA also surveyed more than 500 adults for this study. It found that 1 in 3 plan to buy video games for themselves or others. So 1 in 3, okay? I'll admit, I'm one of those people that I will be buying video games for myself and others, right? So I fit right in there. Now, 57% considering buying video game related presents for their children. That to me is not surprising. I want to say they're using these numbers to try to persuade that, these subscription services or Robux or V-Bucks or these things are very vital to people playing games or gaming or continuing the game. I beg to differ. It's a lot of things involved in this. And one of the biggest things is put yourself in the shoes of a kid. And by the way, they surveyed kids from the ages of 10 to 17. So let's put ourselves in the age of a 13, 14-year-old. Your parents are not rich. They're not poor. Let's just say average class. Okay? If you have siblings, that lowers some of the things you get. Okay, depending on job, other things like that. But like we said, we're just going to say average and you have siblings. So you're not going to be able to get every single thing that you wanted. You're just not going to get it. It's not reality. some of the things you're going to have to settle. You're not going to get, those Jordans you wanted. You might have to settle for some Nikes. You know what I mean? Just plain Nikes, not the Jordans. Y'all know what I mean? You just got to settle for the Dunks, the Forces, not the Jordans. Okay? That's the way it is in these households. So when this happens as a kid, you have to decide what is most important to me for my gifts. And of course, kids don't typically want clothes and all that other stuff. That's stuff that parents typically get regardless, because you have to stay warm. You have to stay clothed and fed. So that's something that kids don't usually, unless it's, teenage years, fashion statements are made. So you'll pick those certain items. But for the majority of things, it's technology. All right. TVs, phones, video game systems, smart watches, all types of things like that. So if I was to think I wanted video games and I was a kid that was 13, 14 in this era, you know what I would think? First, do we already have the latest video game console? That would be the first thing. If we do, let's say we do. We have the Xbox Series X. The entire family's using it. Okay. Now my next thing is I want to play a game that I've always been wanting to play but could not experience. So I'm going to start seeking games that it's not on Xbox Game Pass. You know why? Because I know for Christmas, more than likely, someone's going to get me a month, 2 months, 3 months Xbox Game Pass. Very easy, very simple. They forgot my gift, right? They just walk into a store, they go buy one of these cards. Very, very simple. Okay? So I could see that. I could see people going to buy cards for that reason. And me not wanting any subscription shit on my list because I need games. These games are $70. And guess what? If it's not on Game Pass, how am I going to be able to enjoy it? Right? So thinking of a teenager, I don't see a teenager really asking for V-Bucks or things like that. Now, as I say that, my son, yes, he does ask for Robux and V-Bucks and Apex coins and whatever else, right? And it's a struggle for me internally because I know he remembers when he was really young. I told him I would never, ever, and I mean ever, spend a penny on cosmetics in any game. That's an old school ritual for me. Okay, it's tradition. It's like religion. I just refuse to because I believe if you're good enough, you should be able to earn skins and other things through competition. And that shows to other people that you earned it, not because of your bank, but because of your skill. So that's me. But it's not the case nowadays with these kids, man. I'm going to keep it honest. If you walk into a Fortnite game with a default skin, you're getting roasted. And it's sad, but you're getting roasted. You're just getting clowned. Like you're bum, ghetto, hood, TPT, trailer park trailer, whatever you want to say. That's what you're being treated like. If you have a group conversation with your friends and a green bubble pops up, you get roasted. Now, I'm an Android guy. To me, I'll fight that to the death. I'll be green bubble shorty. But when it comes to peer pressure, things like that matter. So, all in all, based off of 1 in 3 plan to buy video games for themselves or others, I do believe that's true, but I only believe that's because these subscription services and cards are a lot cheaper to buy than $70 games, and you can buy multiple cards for multiple people versus one $70 game would only suffice one person you give it to. So that's just me. Now, also here it says game-related products came out on top, beating out other gifts like money, gift cards, technology like smartphones, smartwatches, and of course, which is sad, books was the lowest on the list at 26%. Okay? And also says here more than 212 million Americans play video games regularly, so it comes as no surprise that games are the top of the year's wish list. said Stanley Pierre Lewis, who is the ESA president and CEO. All right. Um, I'm just gonna say this, man. ESA, y'all bullshitting, bro. That's not the truth, man. Let's be honest. There's so many damn different gifts out there. Ain't nobody thinking about that shit. I'm sorry. We're not thinking, oh my goodness, the world's being taken over. Everybody wants subscription services and V-Bucks. No, I do not believe that's the case. And I'm going to pull up some data. So, from Super Parents 2023 Video Games Holiday Gift Guide, there are several family-friendly video games that are highlighted as great gift options. Let me give you some. Let me fix the camera. Just make sure you guys get me right here. Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Rainbow High Runway Rush. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry I said that. All right. We just gonna skip those. A lot of good games, okay? But there are some games for children. Okay, so that's why I said the Rainbow High, Runway Rush, Little Friends, Puppy Island, Peppa the Pig, Detective Pikachu, Paw Patrol World, Trolls Remix, yada yada yada. Right? Lots of different games there. That has nothing to do with V-Bucks. That has nothing to do with subscriptions. That's from Super Parents 2023 Video Games Holiday Gift Guide. Why isn't Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Network or Nintendo Switch Online number one on that list? ESA, talk to me. Okay, next, additionally, Net Mums reviews talked about children's gift preferences. They got toys and gadgets in there. I see, look, a couple I noted. Rainbow Pebbles, Pebbles. Telling y'all, it's getting late for me. Rainbow Pebbles, Spike the Fine Motor Hedgehog Tissue Pal, My First Care Buds. Okay, you got other things and gadgets like the Oral-B Pro Kids Frozen Electric Toothbrush, right? Thomas and Friends Talking Thomas and Percy Train Set. These are all popular toys in this guide, ESA. Where is the gift cards? Where's the subscriptions? Where's the virtual currency? Next, let's continue. We're not done. The Christmas Gift Shopping Habit Survey of 2023. Notice these are all of 2023. ESA, you said this is recent, didn't you? Well, why is all these other guides not talking about? But nonetheless, let's continue. Okay, the Christmas Gift Shopping Habit Survey shows that most UK Christmas shoppers buy gifts for 6 to 10 people and spend an average of between 30 to 50 per person. Okay? Just think of that, 30 to 50 per person. Yeah, where we at? They're not thinking about all that other shit. Okay? Women predominantly take on responsibility of gift shopping in the households. All right? So it's a little bit different there. But I will say in this guide, they highlight many different things, okay? Also about spending less during Christmas, not going to spend on these subscription services or things that are going to cost other families more in the long run. Because if they got it now and they're signed up for a reoccurring billing, or maybe there's a card automatically attached that's going to charge them at the end of that subscription, you're actually charging them more money. So there are a lot of gifts trying to stray away from that subscription. Like, I don't want to say scam, all right, because it's working, all right, but I want to say it's like a subscription phenomenon, okay? But in the end, video games, to me, it's like, where it's at. I don't think virtual currency or anything like that is, taking over or something, okay? And I would say most people don't even know this about me. But I actually have a hard time a lot of time playing through tons of games, right? When you playing through tons of games, man, it's difficult. I can be honest, it's very difficult. You gotta be able to do multiple things, like when you come back, remember where you at, remember weapon classes, what's strong, all different types of stuff, man. And it could be very difficult, okay? Now for me, one thing I have done to kind of alleviate that is I started looking into different remedies, right? I started looking into what coffee. I did coffee. What else? And I'm gonna say coffee worked for a bit. I remember being 21. right? And had my first time drinking a cup of coffee. That's because they had me open up that damn building at 5 a.m. I ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna go too much. But first cup of coffee, I never forget. I was, oof, that energy, boy. Those who know, know. And I found out about the crash shortly after. So I could say coffee was one of the things I tried. All right. When I'm doing games, I try walkthroughs. Man, let me go through the walkthrough. Let me get a little. I just need a little boost. I need a little cheat. You know what I'm saying? And you go through there, and what happens? You already don't feel like reading the walkthrough because you damn near didn't feel like paying attention to the game. So then you wind up just going through the entire walkthrough and spoiling everything. Believe me, I've done that as well. I can go on and on, man, about different things. Like I want to be at the top of my game. So one of the things when I want to be at the top of my game, like I do different things to stay on top of my game, right? And when you ain't focusing, bro, when you ain't there, I'm telling you, I get pissed. And Call of Duty is my game of choice. And when you losing, it is not fun. You get folks roasting you. I can go on and on about it, but I've tried everything with that as well. Controllers, different thumbsticks, watching videos, all types of stuff to get a competitive edge gaming wise. Okay. I can go on and on about my gaming, woes, right? Because there's so many different ones that I have that I go through. But a lot of people don't know I do a lot of live streams. I do a lot of videos like these, a lot of podcast episodes, and it can be challenging when you're a guy like me who also works a 9 to 5 as an IT professional in the insurance agency. Okay, or insurance industry, excuse me. I ain't gonna say agency, okay? Because I do not work for an insurance agency. Let's get that straight. You can, do your research. I do not. But in the insurance industry, it can be difficult. Now, as an IT professional, it's great because you get constant things changing, which is something I love. I don't like things to get old and stagnant, but at the same time, that can be difficult because you gotta stay on it. If you get behind too long, you gotta start crashing to catch back up and get back up to things. Yo, nonetheless, my gaming woes is real, bro. And a lot of people do not know I want to say hardcore gamer, but I don't think you have to play a game for 6 hours to be a hardcore gamer. That's just me. There's other things that you could do to also be in that mix for hardcore gamer. But yo, drink cups of coffee, bro. If I ain't got the energy and focus, the cups of coffee don't work. I can drink every Red Bull. I can take every Monster. Yo, bro, give me G Fuel. Give me Dubby. Give me what else? Rogue. I don't care what it is, bro. You give me anything. It works. But I crash. I found one damn thing, y'all. And I'm gonna be honest. I ain't here to sell you on no shit. That ain't what I'm here for, bro. I'm gonna just speak 100% facts. I drank a cup of coffee yesterday, man. All right. This was yesterday. No lie. Drank a cup of coffee. And I had I want to say, 15th, 16th bottle of Magic Mind by this point, right? Had a couple bottles in. Okay, so you see, I'm in. Yo, I kid you not. I drank the Magic Mind for the first time after my cup of coffee, right? Now, we've had a break. A lot of people enjoyed the holidays. So it wasn't nothing I really had to do. I was really up to do whatever I wanted. So I said, yo, I'm going to play Call of Duty. Yo, when I tell you, I felt like Jason Statham in Cranked. That is no bullshit. Bro, slide cancels on point. Headshots on point. C4, bro, throwing it, turning the other way, shooting and clicking and killing somebody back there. I knew at that moment, I said, yo, what did I do different? I started retracing my steps, going through, yo, I drank the Magic Mind. I don't think the Magic Mind did. I think I was just on, but yo, I'm going to try it again. Try it again. Try it again. Try it again. Look at my KD on Call of Duty. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Yo, If you have not, do me a favor. All right, do me a big favor. This is a solid for your boy Nick Moses 05. Do me a favor, man. Please go ahead and check out magicmind.co. Okay? Go to magicmind.co, man. Please just check it out. Go look. Okay? And if you like what you see, all right, you can go ahead and use my code NickMode05. Okay? You're gonna get a hefty ass percentage off. Okay? You're gonna get a hefty ass percentage off whether it's a subscription or you just want to buy one. But regardless, if you do this, you support your boy. Okay, and that's magicmind.co. You can do /NickMo05. That will be my direct link, but you don't even have to do that, man. You don't have to do the direct link. You can just do NickMo. And excuse me, they changed the link. It is no longer NickMo05. I forgot the 05 was locked up, y'all. So my bad on that. It's actually magicmind.co /NickMo20. I'm glad I looked that up. Okay, we don't want that error. NickMo05 is the brand, but I couldn't get it, man. Somebody, I did speak to Magic Mind and say, yo, hook me up with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm drinking your drink. Least you could do is hook your boy up with NickMo05. I couldn't, man. Somebody actually bagged it first. So we going to rock with NickMo20. Using that, you're going to get 56% off, man. 56% off. It's huge. If you don't want to do any subscription shit, you don't want to buy a single one, go to Sprouts Farmer Market. They're in the store there. Just buy one. Just try it, bro. I ain't got to put you on all other shit. But nonetheless, I ain't going to talk y'all to death, bro. Sprouts Farmer Market, magicmind.co /NickMo20. Or you can just go to magicmind.co and make sure to use my promo code NickMo20. Okay, and all the links and everything will be in the episode's description so we don't make no mistakes. All right? Now, I want to say ESA has done this before. It is not the first time the ESA has put out certain statements or surveys or statistics that seem to favor a certain direction they want to go. And why do I say they want to go? Subscription models is the way that big businesses have been succeeding. It is brilliant. To me, I think it was the smartest thing they've ever done. You can now play free games that are AAA level games, but there is a catch. Now there's a level-based gap that you now have to purchase things to reach a certain level. It's a beautiful concept. I know a lot of people say it's scammy, it's cheap, but yo, all in all, it's beautiful because it allows you to experience the game in its beauty and to enjoy it. But if you want to play at a more competitive level, you either have to get used playing with a lower level card, or you pay for the higher level, or you grind it out. Just as simple as that. I've been playing Clash Royale for 5 years now. I pretty much have every card maxed, and then they throw level 15 at you, right? So now I don't have every level card or every card at max level. What I'm doing now is slowly grinding again, but I pay. Yes, I pay the season fee. So I love paying for the extra bonuses for those seasons. So Clash Royale is making money off of me. Now, there's many cell phone games I play where I don't spend a damn dime at all. I don't spend nothing. Okay? Like literally, play it for long as hell and don't spend a dime. That's many games, and there's other people out there. These people are free to play. These people are not really helping these companies profit. The companies aren't looking for you. They're looking for people who are going to spend. They're looking for people who want to jump into the game, get an advantage over you, beat you, and even though you have all these technical skills, you're great. You've been playing the game for a whole year. Little Jimmy comes in, mom and dad gives him $500, and now he overpowered every single card you have. It is a beautiful model. They get $500, which is way more than you would get for any full physical release. It's a genius of a marketing plan. I can see why the Entertainment Software Association would love to go that route. I would see why they would love to keep virtual currency and subscription models going. A lot of people say this is gambling for kids, bro. Literally. There are people out there that say this is gambling for kids. When you think about loot box, percentages, what you're going to get, there are people who are consistently buying loot boxes for rare items. CSGO, we all know what's happening in that market. Now they have a successful market where they're able to trade, buy, sell, all that, but you see what happens. There are scams. There are people who are underage. There are people who are, doing money laundering. Like all those things can exist in a virtual currency world because even though it's virtual currency, it can be somehow, some way converted back to real currency. So I see why the ESA wants to go that route. Nonetheless, man, I ain't gonna talk y'all to death. I want to know, what do y'all think, man? Please put in the comments, what do you think? Do you think the ESA is full of shit, or do you think it's true? Do you think most of these kids out here don't give a damn about games? They only care about the V-Bucks, being the coolest kid on the block, and who got the most money, and that's it. It's not really about anything else but that. Let me know what you think. Other than that, it's your boy Nick Moses 05, Mo Fam. We are